Hey guys, how's it going? So I got a couple of things to talk about today. Before I get to the main video, the first thing I want to mention is that, since I've been doing more and more of these videos, I've been trying to upgrade, my microphones and accessories. In the process of doing that, one of the things I ran across is these string swing guitar keeper wall hangers. Now this is one of the wall hangers that I had before. It was actually starting to bend and it was just really, really ugly. So I was looking for an upgrade. I found these and they actually look really nice. They use a black walnut wood block as the base for the hanger, and they include all the mounting hardware and that kind of stuff. The best thing about these, I don't like to spend a lot of money. These only cost about $12. I've seen them even cheaper if you get multiples of them, so I've gone ahead and replaced all my hangers on the main wall behind me with these. I've also been checking out a few of the other products from String Swing, and they've got a really cool case rack. I'm ending up with so many guitars from these reviews that I'm running out of space to store all of the cases, and this thing has really simplified things for me. So anyway guys, if you're looking for a wall hanger, this is definitely one to check out. As always, I'll put some links in the video description below. Alright, so now let's talk about 80s guitars. The 1980s was an exciting time. It was a time of excess and a time of innovation and looking to the future. The space shuttle program was in full effect. Everybody was talking about lasers, and computers and CDs were still new, exciting technology. On the downside, the United States was locked in a Cold War with the Soviet Union, but regardless, this set the stage for some amazing advancements in guitar design. Many guitars that are now considered iconic, like the Ibanez Gem, the Jackson Soloist, the ESP M series, those were all developed in the 1980s. Popular music was heavily guitar-driven, and all of the guitar companies were looking to get an edge up on each other. This led the companies to have just an overall mentality where they really wanted to push the envelope and try new things. Now this example I have today is actually a Dean 88. Now this is an import guitar, and it's got a lot of the classic 80s Super Strat features on here, but it also has a few other features that you don't really find on guitars anymore. Now on the surface, the design is pretty straightforward for a Super Strat type guitar. We've got 22 frets, it's a bolt-on neck, we've got a humbucker, single pickup arrangement here. These are select, designed by EMG, so they're kind of like some early passive EMG pickups. Now down here for the bridge, this is a licensed Floyd Rose, but this was really back in the day when the licensed Floyd Rose bridges, some of them were actually pretty good. A lot of them these days are real junky, but this one here works great. And this bridge, this guitar is 30 years old at this point, and the bridge still works great. Then we've got a volume and a tone knob, and then down here we've got one of the more unique features of this guitar. These three mini switches are actually the pickup selector switches, but rather than having a pickup selector switch where you flip between the pickups, these ones allow you to just turn the pickups off and on completely independently. So you can actually have all of the pickups turned off at the same time, and then you've essentially just applied like a kill switch to the guitar. You can also get some unique pickup combinations that you wouldn't normally get, like you can combine the bridge pickup and the neck pickup, but leave out the middle pickup. Now the last switch, the one that controls the bridge pickup, it's a three-way switch, so you can actually have it in the in-between position, which will turn off half the pickup. Honestly, I can see why they didn't stick with that. On one hand, if you're trying to get a lot of unique tones, it's a really good setup, but if you're playing a live show, trying to mess with this stuff on the fly is really going to slow you down a lot. Now the other real unique thing about this guitar is the fretboard material. This was made with something called ebenol, and this has been used in other guitars as a replacement for ebony, but on this guitar it was used just because it was like this new cool material that they could use, and they wanted to add a unique feature to the guitar. Now the nice thing about it is the material never really wears down, and it keeps this really kind of super flat, super hard, glossy finish to it. It never goes away. Now what's crazy is the material is actually made out of paper and resin that's been compressed under extremely high pressures. And personally, this is actually something that I wish more guitars still use today. Alright guys, so it's a 30-year-old relic from the 1980s. Let's go ahead and plug it in and listen to how it sounds today. Alright guys, so what do you think? That's the Dean 88. Honestly, this is a really fun guitar to play, and it does really capture that classic 80s rock sound. I have to say, it's really impressive how well this guitar has held up over the years. Like I said, this thing is 30 years old, and this wasn't even really a top-of-the-line guitar when it came out. This was more of like a mid-range guitar. It still plays and sounds really good. Now, these pickup controls did take a little bit of getting used to when I was playing it, but you know, the other thing, like the unique fretboard material, I mean, that still works just as well as it did back in the day. So can you guys think of any other 1980s guitar designs that are not really used anymore today? Let me know in the comments section below. As always guys, I'll put some links in the video description below if you want to download the backing track that I was playing to in the beginning of the video, and also to check out those string swing guitar hangers. If you enjoyed this video, please give me a thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't already. Talk to you soon.